Welcome to Tier Fun. I am Andrew, your guide through Modern, and today we are running back the Kiki Twin combo deck we ran, I think it was last week. It's getting a lot of love on YouTube, so I figured we shall give the fans what they want, and what they want appears to be more Kiki-Jiki combo. Since I played it last, I've developed a man crush on Search for Azcanta, so I'm jamming, seems like a good deck for that. I'm jamming them in here instead of the, what was that card? Oh, wow, this is really good content right now. Spreading Seas, yeah. So it costs the same. Similar effect minus the mana screwing of it, but I'm just going to rely on Blood Moon to mess with the opponent's mana bases. So we're going to be a little worse against Tron and basically anything where mana screw is the #1 way of winning, but we're a little better, I think, against basically everything else. I also swapped out Is It Charm for, or Electrolyze was kicked out of the deck for Is It Charm. Just testing it. I'd been kind of running Electrolyze recently out of habit, and Is It Charm, while it does fuel Search for Azcanta, it does a little, it's kind of like, it's like Electrolyze. It does a little bit of everything while not being great at it, but it does a little bit more of everything than Electrolyze does. Electrolyze is never the worst card, but it's rarely the best card. And I also swapped out Forked Bolt for Pillar of Flame, just because I was thinking about it, and X1 creature decks aren't really this deck's main arch nemesis. Getting a Voice of Resurgence with this, or really any of the Counters Company combo, that's hard to say, Counter Company combo creatures with this, and so they can Eternal Witness them back. That's kind of where we want to be. Ooh, that's a bad habit of mine. With our 1 mana removal. Where is that deck? Here we are. So let's hop into the queues for a little bit and see if we can't twin combo some fools out. Twin combo, we're really Kiki comboing. And there it is. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. Search for Azcanta, can't go wrong. Lightning Bolt if search is bad. Oh, my Kingdom for a Blood Moon. Yeah, no reason to fetch. This might just get an island. I think I'm going to wait to fetch. Oh, it's mono blue Tron. Mother of Pearl. I'm playing against this deck so often and it makes me want to die. Really, really makes me want to die. It's a good deck right now, but I'm at my wit's end when it comes to this deck. So we'll get them. I guess we'll get Steam Vents because it really doesn't matter. If they have a counter here, this is not going to be good, but if they don't, this is going to win us the game in the long run. So I'm just playing the odds they don't have it, but you know, it's mono blue Tron, they always have it. So we could have held up mana there, but in the long run, that's the kind of game mono blue Tron wants to play. So we've got to pick our spots to stick something. Yeah, this is going to be over pretty quickly. So the only way we're winning this one is if we can Kiki combo. And it's not impossible, but it's going to be very unlikely. Maybe we can Is It Charm their next play. Opponent is not. I assume they're debating if they want to crack their map now to play around Obstructionist or something, which is something some people play around. Not many do. One day people will play around Nimble Obstructionist. Oh, got you, Nimble. No, I don't have it. I wish I had it. Actually, this probably won't ever be a day people play around Nimble Obstructionist. It's going to be just a corner case forever. All right, what kind of? Oh, it's not even that bad. It feels so bad to bolt it though. I think we're just going to draw 2. Look for another mountain. or any part of the combo. Gyarados is going to be pretty good if it sticks as well. God. Alright, so they got their second island. Would really like to draw Pillar of Flame. That's a decent answer. Remand, Mana Leak. Ooh, hello. So here, I don't want to discard Kiki or the lands because that's what's. I guess we're going to discard Lightning Bolt because that's the least good card. Cryptic Command is good, but it's not. I don't see a spot we're going to be able to cast it, and they're going to have infinite counters up, so it's going to be kind of clunky. So we're gonna hold. Oh, then there's land. Yeah, maybe I should have got rid of the land. We're gonna hold out hope that well, we can't play around Condescend or anything. Just see if this resolves. If this resolves, this buys us enough time to win the game. Ooh, okay, okay. We did play a land this turn, so don't click on it. We have life. Anything scary they're going to have to tap out for, which means we can land Keranos. That is no longer scary. They could have Repeal, but now they can't have Repeal. Repeal really only buys them. I mean, Repeal's great in their deck because they're able to unsummon virtually anything because they have infinite mana usually. But even in like a situation like this, they could repeal our Blood Moon and then counter it on the way down. Here we're just gonna slam Keranos. And if the opponent can't deal with this Blood Moon, we will. Oh, we're one mana pip away from activating Keranos as a creature, right? It's 7? Yeah. Wait, where? Yeah, that's 7. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. If only we had Spreading Seas in the deck still. Okay, interesting that they're playing Wastes. We're gonna get rid of that just because it's annoying me. So they get to draw a card. But whatevs. On their upkeep, I'm going to play Pestermite and tap down one of their islands. So it's going to force some action on their turn. Despite my most bitter protest at the beginning of this match, we are a turn away from winning right now. They don't have a counter. Or at least they don't have a hard counter. Maybe they don't value Pestermite. But they're about to. Yep. So they're not tapping in response. If I had another Pestermite, this would be so good. Because we could get that other island. As it stands, I think we're just going to jam Kiki anyways. Oh. Ooh, that's so unfortunate. Well, we're going to hope that they just decide to block after we go infinite. And we're not going to go infinite because, of time concerns. But we're going to get enough to deal 20 damage to them. So we're going to get, I suppose, 10 more Pestermites. Ooh, Dispel's good. Oh, this is great. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So, yeah, we just win the game here. Wow. Bolt. Thank you, Blood Moon, for letting our mana be good. Concede. Opponent's wondering where it all went wrong right now. Well, if they're not, they're about to. Oh, where are your mirrors? I must break them. I must break you. Cha-cha-cha. If I never play against Mono Blue Tron again, it will be too soon. These cards are good. consistently forget to bring in Vandal Blast. It is actually just a good card in this matchup. We're actually going to bring in Counterflux. That's another card I added to the side. I added it because it's just really good against Ad Nauseam, and Ad Nauseam has, I think it's got a pretty great matchup against this deck. I mean, unless we're able to interact with them. So, I mean, we're not hopeless against Ad Nauseam, but it's nice to have a Haymaker, even if it is just a one-of. What are the cards we're bringing in? Just those two right now. These seem good. Engineered Explosives actually doesn't get anything, does it? So, I think if we're leaving anything in, it will be Pillar of Flame. Wait, no, we need... something else is in here that shouldn't be. Disdainful Stroke, yeah. Okay, maybe we want... I guess Remand is the weakest of our counters, so we'll get... Well, Izzet Charm really is. Izzet Charm... I think we would prefer a hard counter over the 4th Remand. I think Izzet Charm's better than the 4th Remand in this particular matchup. Yeah, let's run it back. Man, if we just get to Kiki them again, I will just be loving it. I will be drinking all those sweet, sweet, salty tears. Oh, this hand's like 2 lands, 1 land even, away from me keeping it. Oh, almost clicked on keep. Okay. This is thoroughly less exciting, but it's much more playable. We're going to bottom that because the Serum Vision is likely to draw us into a land as is. If it was a red source, I might have kept it on top just for mana efficiency, for prudency, really. Because there's, yeah, we need all the red sources we can get to cast that. So I would have most assuredly countered or Vandal Blast the crap out of that if I was able to there, but I wasn't. I think we want both of these. We don't need the Snapcaster. Undo. We don't need the Snapcaster first. Well, we don't need either of them first, but I'd rather draw it like this. Just out of habit to conceal my hand from discard or what have you. Oh, I know they're gonna... Yeah, they didn't have 6. I don't think they did. Trick Bind. They haven't played against my Blue-Red No Fun Moon. This is definitely the matchup I had in mind with that Blue-Red Trick Bind Stifle deck. So they're not going to do anything. Yeah, I would have preferred to have something to play this turn, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm going to play the Sulphur Falls. I don't think it matters. But I want them to feel a little bit more comfortable. Like, oh yeah, they have 2 Sulphur Falls. Maybe they're not. Maybe they don't have Blood Moon. We don't have Blood Moon, but I want to draw it. Ooh, okay. So I guess I could have Snapcaster Serum Visioned last turn, but I'm okay with this. So here we could slam the Blood Moon, but we have Remand here. It's kind of... If this is normal Tron, I'm obviously 100% slamming here, but because it is not, I won't. And, do I want to Snapcaster Serum Visions is the real question. I think I want to save it. I'm going to save this to counter stuff later. Our hand is decent right now. We're really just missing land. So this is the kind of spell I usually like to interact with Tron, because Mono Blue Tron, card selection is very good with them. They get either the land they need or the big spell they need. The reason I'm not here is because I want to save these counters for protecting this Blood Moon. Let's see if they tap out for something here. Oh, that's great. I could have remanded. that's great. Alright, well, we just need to draw land here. Okay, there's the land. We're gonna get red source because we want to cast Kiki. This does cut us off of Cryptic, but that's okay. So we're hoping for... Ooh, that stinks. So if we remand it, they can just cast it again. We're going to remand our own Blood Moon here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You know, they did play Mana... This isn't a... Mono Blue Tron doesn't usually play Mana Leak. Ooh, Dispel's a great draw. But that is a card they showed in game 1, and I should have been thinking about it. I don't know if it would have changed my... Maybe... No, I didn't have the Dispel. I was crafting a scenario in my head where I should have forced them to crack the Expedition map with Vandal Blast. But, see, I was trying to craft my turn for Blood Moon, and they got their turn to cast something big. Let's see what it is. If this is just like... Ugh. Getting Mindslaver blows. It's not really all that good here. They just get to... I don't know what they get to do. They don't get to do anything, really. They get to make sure I don't play this land. They can Snapcaster, Serum Visions, and top 2 crappy things. Why did they play my land? They helping me win? I'll take that. Maybe they see something I don't right now. So Snapcaster, Remand. No, that doesn't sound good. Snapcaster, Serum Visions is I think what they're going to do. Oh, they're just going to play Kiki-Jiki because they have a removal spell? They tap poorly, if that's what they're trying to do. Yeah. This happens to me all the time. I always forget to tap the 3rd red for Kiki-Jiki, so I feel the opponent's pain here. Alright, so maybe they don't know. No, it looks like they do. They got it. Tap. What? They left up Dispel? Oh, opponent. Don't give me the outs. Don't give me those outs. I will take them. Yeah, we're going to Dispel that. So they had two Spatial Contortions. It's not the worst thing. We're not 100% reliant on this Kiki-Jiki to win the game. Blood Moon's going to lock them out. Maybe they're just smarter than me, and they tricked me into using my Dispel there. Looks like not. I mean, that is the way to get the Dispel out of the hand, but I think if they were doing that, they would have had another counterspell for this Blood Moon. And then also had a way to deal with the Snapcaster they knew about. Yeah, that must have just been a misplay by them. Yes! Search! R.I.P. GG! I will fight over that so hard. You have no idea how hard I will fight over that. I guess I actually can't fight over it because I only have 1 blue mana source. But, you know, I would have. Alright. So, yeah, we're just going to Disdainful Stroke that. And if they have a Dispel, they have a Dispel. They really only get 2 of our lands, as is. So it's not even that big of a deal. But I'd much rather not have it resolve than have it resolve. Because then we could just Vandal Blast. And then they get 2 more of our lands. But, you know. 1, 2. Yes, we will bin that. And yes, we will transform. It's only a mountain, but it's still... maybe I shouldn't have transformed it. I did... In my head, I wanted the land, but I guess we don't really need it. We have a lot. Here, I'm going to remand that. No, let's just negate it. They're searching. And we have Snapcaster negate if they have something scary. Yeah, I really shouldn't have transformed that search. That was one of my rare search-related punts. Or Azcanta. What is the? I don't even know what it's called in the sign. The Sunken Ruin. It's what a pretty choice ruin. All right. Oh, yes, I will play Double Blood Moon. Reasons not to would be Ugin, only Ugin. But we have ways. We have Snap Negate to deal with Ugin, and I don't think they're sitting on anything but lands. Okay, so this turn I'm going to Snapcaster Serum Visions. Reason being is that there's only so many turns. I mean, they have enough mana to do whatever they want here. We're going to top this island, though. So there's only so many turns I'm really comfortable giving Mono Blue Tron, or really any Tron deck, even with Blood Moon on the field. We're protected against a big artifact if they have one. They might have drawn it. No, they didn't. Reasons to play... I think we should play a pre-combat because if we get a Kiki-Jiki, we might... Ooh, okay. So I'm going to take... Well, I think Cryptic's probably just too good. We could take Exarch, but I think Cryptic's just too good. All right, well, 10 turns later, we'll have this game won. If things continue. I'm kind of tempted to minus Jace again. Well, if what they're waiting for is a waste. I don't think we were scared of that. Might get another wastes, I guess. The fact that they're running wastes... Okay, well... They're planning on Mindslaver locking me. The fact that they're running wastes has me thinking they've got... I suppose we're just going to plus. I know I was talking a big game about minusing, but I just want my Jace. I think I will not plus again. Well, I'm going to plus one more time after this next minus. But just so I can get 3 mini Factor Fictions. What did they draw? They know we have Cryptic. I don't think they know. I don't think they know we have anything else. -2 Kiki-Jiki I will take just for the Snapcaster value. P and Kieran I will also take. Yeah, we don't really. We're okay on card selection as is. Any order. Let's attack in first, I guess. They could have Cryptic. One, two, three, four. Plus side is if our Blood Moons get dealt with, that our search will be active. So thinking about that, I probably shouldn't have tapped it. But, you know, better to recognize your mistakes than to not make them, right? Obviously, it's better to just not make a mistake. I wonder why they tapped there. Maybe they're thinking about activating Academy. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're threatening 10 damage. Blood Moon doing work. I have no idea what this is. Ooh, Cyclonic Rift. I will most certainly dispel that. They might have another counter. Negate. Well, I'm obviously countering it. But am I Snapcaster? No, I think we're not. I think we're going to go... We're shields down for a turn. So if opponent draws something big, they could crawl back into this. Negate. Oh, island would have been great. Well, it wouldn't have been too great. Okay. +1. We are minusing Jace next turn. Just hope they don't... If they rip us an Ugin, Ugin's probably the worst thing for them to rip. Oh, this is not good either. So they're going to get Mindslaver, I think? Dang. Maybe they only have one Mindslaver. Nope, there it is. Yep, that resolves. Nothing I can do. Well, I suppose there's something. And I should do it. Because he could activate our PN Kieran. Let's get rid of that. And then let's dome the bone. Well, bone the dome. That makes more sense. Doesn't make that much more sense. So they can't mess with us too badly here. They can get rid of our Jace and give us a crap pile, but this is really only buying them a turn. They will most assuredly tap all of my mana this time. Snapcaster. What are they going to do? Cryptic Command. Can't cast it because they tapped poorly. But it's easy to make those mistakes even when it's your deck. When you're playing someone else's deck, it's way easier. I think they probably wanted to get rid of the Cryptic. Bouncing, I don't know what, but probably, I don't know, something. Oh, they can get rid of my Vandal Blast. That's actually really crappy for me. That removes one of my outs. I think that's what they're trying to do. So there's no reason for them to play the Exarch. They're probably not going to minus the Jace if I have a read on them. If only because they might not be 100% sure if they get to pick. No, they are minusing the Jace. Okay, so yeah, they get to pick. I don't even get to see the piles. Wow. How considerate, Moda. Now, hang on. What does this read? Yeah, if they just got Ugin, maybe they don't have Ugin. Didn't they have Ugin game 1? I don't remember. Oh, here's the pile. So I'm getting... Which pile am I getting? Probably the one with just Opt. Which I'm okay with. I would have taken the Remand pile, obviously, but, you know, Opt is still a card. Oh, man, yeah. Opponent probably should have just given us the land. Tap out all my mana, please. Don't leave mana up again. Top that. Yeah. Okay, good. They're casting it. I don't know if I'd cast it. Bottom Snapcaster, top Cascade. I suppose there's no real harm in leaving our mana up because we don't have anything that we can cast. But you might as well. Like, I guess they're not losing any percentage points either way. But if for some reason somehow they get rid of our Blood Moon, now we have access to all of our cards in hand. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, okay, we got that one. That might have just been someone new at the deck or what have you. But, Or I could have just been playing poorly. I know I've had my fair share. The last thing I want to do is play against this person again. So instead, I'm going to talk about the deck for a second. So we talked about, you kind of saw how Search is amazing. We didn't even get to do anything with it. But obviously Blood Moon is the big draw. It's kind of the only reason you can play a deck like this these days, because of all those big mana decks that are out and about really just are A, quicker than this, and B, more explosive. It's kind of weird to say that when we have an infinite combo that wins the game if it's uninterrupted. But it's true, like Eldrazi Tron, by turn 5, can have just, I don't even know, they could have, the best case scenario is all 4 of their, I guess it's probably Tron plus Eldrazi Temple. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 9 mana on turn 5. Like, that's insane. Blood Moon really evens the playing field. And I don't think you can play these cards. I don't think you can quote unquote twin without Blood Moon right now. I wasn't 100% certain if we'd be able to without the Spreading Seas, but you know, that Tron was really I think the matchup for Spreading Seas, and that worked well. It's also just really good against any non-blue deck because you Blood Moon away their non-basics, and then you Spreading Seas the only basic they have left. Looks like it's a slow night for Modo, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we showed off basically everything the deck does in those games. But we'll just do another rundown. What we want to do... Oh, I don't have to do a rundown. Yay! And the crowd goes wild. Oh, man. I know it's variance, and I know it just happens. And I know there's no reason to complain about it, but oh my god, I feel like I've been getting mana screwed. Lord. Okay. That's it. Not a bad hand. Keep it 1 lander. We're on top of that too. And we're gonna bottom anything that doesn't land. Yeah. And we will run this mono blue deck. Turn 3, we are 100% Snapcastering Serum Visions. Ooh, Spire Bluff. This could be, yeah, this is Storm. Okay, we could just be dead now, because we're not doing anything to interact with them until turn 4. Which is unfortunate, because I think this deck has actually a pretty good Storm matchup. But hopefully we get to show that off in games 2 and 3. This game we are basically dead if they have a Reducer here. So they really, ooh. We're not going to play that because we don't want to even reveal that we're red. Because there's dollars to donuts. We're dead next turn. Pillar is not going to cut it. Flooded Strand is also not going to cut it at this point. So a part of me is hoping I'm just dead here. I guess Snapcaster Mage isn't played much in taking turns, but that's probably the only... Ooh, okay, well, we're not dead. Well, hopefully we draw Lightning Bolt then. We still could be dead. They need land. I guess they don't even need land. They could just have a handful of rituals. Let's see what they reveal. I think this person's playing an older list. I don't think Pier is just a Grape Shot. Okay, well, that could be the one card they're missing. Handful of rituals. But Peer Through Depths isn't played all that much by the people who play the deck. Well, I mean, I could be very wrong, because I am kind of talking out my ass here. But I don't think the person who I follow who plays the deck, Caleb Sure, doesn't play Pier anymore. This person, though, I mean, it doesn't mean it's a bad card. It's still a pretty decent card in the deck. It gets basically any card you want, minus a land, or a Reducer, but usually you got one of those. It's good. It's very good at helping you find your missing piece. Like if they need a gift, you can find gifts. You can find basically the entire deck. Minus, like I said, the reducer or the land. Another grape shot. Wow. Okay. Well, they're going to be able to control our board. Let's see if they shock here. They're just going to fire off one grape shot here. Manamorphose. Huh. Do they just have it now? After whiffing a little bit. I guess it wasn't... I mean, whiffing, I would consider grape shot a whiff on a Peer Through Depths. Especially if you're going to be burning Manamorphose on this turn. So maybe they're going... maybe they're just grape shot... Well, they're obviously... We know they're kind of grape shot flooded. They've got 2. So they just want to get one of them out of their hand now. And then next turn, Past in Flames. It's not a bad plan. All we need to draw is Lightning Bolt, though. They're not even grape shotting. Wow, that feels loose. Why spend those 2 cards? Well, the jig's up. Well, maybe the jig's not 100% up. So here, I'm going to attack. No. No, I'm not going to attack. I want to attack, but I don't know. I don't know why I didn't attack. Like, we lose Snapcaster, but that's not that big of a deal. Oh, they get to peek. They now know we have Cryptic Command. So the reason I wanted to attack is to force the opponent to maybe think we have Electrolyze, or is it Charm? Or Pillar Flame, but I don't think that's played enough for someone to play around it. Wow, so they just don't have it. So, the next spell they play, I'm going to counter... Let's see. Oh, they didn't play a spell. They're probably attacking here. You might as well. I guess you're holding off 2 damage if you don't. Okay, so here I'm going to bounce Brawl to the hand and draw a card. Reason being is that then I can counter Brawl on the way to back down. They need a Remand or something. Ooh, another Snapcaster. That's great. So we went from Stone Cold Dead to We've Got a Chance. Because if they have the Remand in hand, I think they would have used it. So they need to draw a Remand, and then that taps them out. And we'll be able to Snapcaster back one of these next turn. And then now we have them in the spin cycle. Okay. So we get a Lightning Bolt. That's not a Lightning Bolt. So we keep this on top. I think I'm gonna. We can bounce. Ooh, that's actually very good. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on their upkeep, we're gonna Snapcaster bounce. Maybe not. Okay, so we're going to Jace looking for a Lightning Bolt. If we don't find it, we're just going to hold open Remand. The only thing we can really Remand... Dang it. The only thing we can really Remand safely. I guess we will take... Did we play a land this turn? I think we did. If we didn't, this isn't a bad pile to take. But I think we did because we were playing... We didn't have the mana. Yeah, we'll take the negate. I still think we don't attack. So they can get rid of both of our Snapcaster and our Jace with their Grape Shots this turn for sure. Dang, we were so close. If we had just revealed the Lightning Bolt there, we could have got him. We always have the out of just the combo. We can't combo next turn, but we can the turn after. But we're under enough perceived pressure from Baral and, you know, gifts and all that good storm stuff they can do is that we can't really afford to go shields down. If we draw a Lightning Bolt, though, I'm very okay casting Deceiver next turn with the hope of drawing into Kiki and winning. So opponents in the tank, they know we have negate, so they're thinking about the best way to play around it. I don't think they know about Remand. They might, though. They did. I don't remember what was in our hand when they peeked. I will block here if they're attacking Jace. Oh, yeah, we will. So I'm going to remand most anything here, I think. That's not really true, though. Okay. Most anything being, I will remand an attempt to go off, be it like Gifts Ungiven or Past in Flames. They're probably just trying to build Storm here to get rid of Jace, and obviously at this point they have built enough to get rid of Jace. Ooh, you know what was a good line? And I didn't even see it till just now because I was so convinced that holding on to these Snapcasters was great. When they attacked in, flash in that Snapcaster. That was the line. That's actually huge. That was a huge miss by me. I'm kind of really upset that I missed that. No. Oh well. We're going to draw a Lightning Bolt next turn and it won't matter. So now anything they tap out for, well, no, not anything. Yeah, anything they tapped out for, but I don't think they have a 3-drop in their entire deck. Main board, at least. Oh, just get me to game 2 with a win, deck. We can do this. Okay, so on upkeep, we Snapcaster 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not good enough. So then they'll have to tap out for 2. Well, maybe it is good enough. I think that's our only line. We could try to opt into a Lightning Bolt. Oh, that seems risky though. I think we're gonna just try to Snapcaster Cryptic draw into 1. That's our line. So we are giving them Storm by doing it on their turn, but if we rid ourselves of Baral, it'll be worth it. Return, target permanent, draw a card. So if they have Remand here, we're probably just dead. Looks like they do. Well, tapping 2. What is this? Oh, they're gifting now. Interesting. So I think this is actually good for us. We get to have a modicum of control over their hand. If they have a land, they can probably safely go off. But if they don't have a land, we'll see what pile they give us. If they don't have a land, we have another window of opportunity to make sure Baral doesn't resolve. Oof. This is close though. So we know their hand is Grape Shot. That is all we know. Grape Shot and 3 unknowns. Okay, so they're doing the I win pile. So I think if we just bin both rituals, they'll have to cast 2. Yeah, we're going to bin both rituals. They still need They need a land, and even if they have a land, they need rituals now to be able to cast the Past in Flames. And they have to cast, they need to tap 2 of their mana to get the Brawl in play. So we might have done it. Because we have just enough permission to be okay. I think. If my calculations are correct. Okay. We did not draw the bolt. That stinks. So they need land, untapped land, and then they need a ritual that isn't Manamorphose. Because they have Manamorphose in hand. They need a ritual that... I guess they could have 3 Manamorphoses. I guess they just need 2 Manamorphoses. It looks like they're just morphosing, so... Oh, they're ritualing? That's not a good sign. They have another ritual? If they have another ritual, we're just dead. Well, I guess we're not dead. They need 2 more rituals. They might have just messed up if their only other ritual is Gifts Ungiven. Or sorry, Manamorphose. Storm is not an easy deck to play. Okay. Yeah, so now they're trying to... Yeah, I think we're good here. They need to draw into a ritual. So if they have another ritual here, we're dead. There's the land. But that doesn't matter. Yeah, we're just dead. Let's see if they... see what they do. Ritual. So yeah, they're going to go through all their rituals. Stormcloud's at 9. They don't have to do much. We know they have a Grape Shot in hand. So yeah, they got it. They needed... Oh, I think we played our outs well. What was our next card? Nah, we weren't getting there anyways. But I think that was good for the opponent, and that was good for us. Cards that are good. Counterflux. These permission, obviously very good. I don't think they had fetch lands. Could have been wrong. Could be wrong. Blood Moon isn't the best, but it's also not the worst. It's on my list though. Do we just want this as a threat? I think we probably want to overload. We don't need Pillar of Flame. We definitely want Roast over Pillar of Flame. Like, it's not great, but it is an answer to, like, a turn 2 guy. I think this is okay just as a Spell Pierce. Yeah, I do wish we had a couple more deals 3 damage cards. I don't think we want that either. So we still need to get rid of 2 cards. I suppose Roast and Jace might be too slow. Keranos is probably too slow. Jace is alright. Well, if we do get it to stable board state, what would we rather have? I think Jace. I could be wrong. But I think this is how we want to run it. We're just going to hope our combo is better than their combo. Why? Ugh. Okay. This is a whole lot better. Turns out if you say why loud enough and angsty enough, it just works out. So... We can top that and not play the Relic. I think I'm going to top it and play the Relic anyways. Usually I play around Wipe Away. I don't think I'm going to this time because I think if they're playing Peer Through Depths, I don't think they're playing Wipe Away. That sounds like just a weird statement to make, but I think I think the Peer Through Depths list that I've seen did not have it. All right, well, I don't even get to get a fetch land here. Snow-Covered Island, I approve. Land. Bolt. Great draw, great draw. Great draw, great magic. So they're going to opt here. Peek. Read 'em and weep, sister. There's nothing in that cup. Except for really, really weird looking coffee grinds. And we don't want to drink that. That's not good. Don't drink coffee grinds. Unless that's your thing. And then drink those coffee grinds. Do you? Pretend I didn't say don't drink coffee grinds. Alright, let's get this. Peek. Relic doing work. So, opponent's not going to play Reducer this turn. They know we have Lightning Bolt. So they're going to save their Reducer for when they can 100% safely go off. On turn 3, I will be playing Exarch. Sure. Into untap my land. I think that's the play. Well, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what they play. But I'm more likely to untap mine than I am to... Well, I don't know. Thinking out loud. We'll see. Let's just pop that relic. They played 2 Serum Vision. Don't worry, I'm not doing that. Oh, it's not the worst, I guess. Land would have been so choice, though. Land would have effectively been another Lightning Bolt, because we could have cast Snapcaster. If we don't draw lands, we're going to lose. If we do draw lands, I think we can win this one. Need a land here, though. There we go. End step, I'm just going to activate again. Yeah, they might not have fetch lands. Maybe I'm actually not up to date on Caleb's most recent list. Maybe this is it. In which case, I need to be very worried of Wipe Away. But there's been no reason to use it right now, so I will not. We're going to just crack one of these. We're going to save the other one in case they cast something here. We don't need the lands right now. Oy, boy, bo. So on their upkeep, we could tap one of their lands. They could have another one. I think we're still playing the waiting game here. Just going to rely on this relic being good. Here I could run out of Snapcaster, but I think we're good here. Oh, I want to play that, but I don't think we can. Dang, that sucks. Alright, deck, we need some lands. I'm fairly certain Storm runs a whole lot less lands than we do. Thank you. Alright, so here we will jam the search. They can cast gifts into Is It Charm if that's what they're waiting for. So there's no real reason to hold up mana continually. We could, I suppose, have played Exarch into untap a land, but I'm okay with this. If they cast gifts, we're just binning. Looks like they are. If they cast gifts, we're just binning. We're binning their most important cards to go off with. Past in Flames. We're 100% binning Past in Flames. We're going to give them rituals. We don't really want to give them rituals, but we will if necessary. I don't think they're going to give us too juicy of a pile here. This is probably just going to be a value gift. Keep wanting to drink those coffee grinds. I look over, I'm like, I'm parched. I need it. But there's nothing but sadness in that cup. Yeah, just sadness, I guess. I think if I turn it, I do want to give you guys a look, but if I turn it too far, I think I'll just pour it out, which would probably be pretty funny, but we're not doing that. I wonder when I get priority if I can snipe the gifts before choosing. I don't think I can. I'd like to do that. It'd be a pretty good get. So opponent is taking their time on this gifts. Ooh. So yeah, they're just value gifting. So we can bin. I think we have to bin Noxious Revival because that allows them to get value out of their graveyard. I think if we can bin both gifts, I think we're pretty good. We could bin. So we give them Swan Song. What does that counter? Enchantment, instant, or sorcery. I think we're okay with that. So we bin pieces and gifts. They can Noxious Revival back one of those cards. I suppose that's not too bad, though. I think that's what we want to do. Because otherwise we're just giving them one of them, so we might as well make them use 2 life. I'm not too afraid of Swan Song here. Let's see what they get rid of. Gifts Ungiven. Okay. That was actually the card I was most afraid of. So if we can run through their gifts, they can't win. Well, it becomes very hard to win. Yep, you can have pieces. Like, pieces is good in this situation for them, but it's not phenomenal. They'd much rather have the actual cards than draw 2. And if they're trying to stack their graveyard, we have Relic to get rid of it. Electromancer, sure. Like, we're not too worried about anything that can happen here. We could bolt. Yeah, let's bolt here. So they might Swan Song us, which is okay. So I don't think they can go off here with Relic. We'll see, though. They could just have it all in hand, in which case we are dead here. But they're going to need to cast Past in Flames unless their hand is absolutely stacked. So we'll see. I think it's still correct to have played it like we played it. Maybe we don't bolt there. Maybe we keep up Izzet Charm. But either or, like if we cast Izzet Charm, we won't be able to get Relic, and Relic is how we're holding them in check right now. Sure. If they don't end up going off this turn, we are building a tasty graveyard to pop. So storm count is 8. All they need is a they need a Vermand and a Grape Shot here, and they just win. But if they need to cast Past in Flames, they will not have Whoa, man. So yeah, it looks like we're... well, I don't know. They keep digging. We're very likely dead here, though. It stinks that we didn't get to keep a decent hand. So they got to reveal the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grape shot. Sure, if they have 2 grape shots here, we're dead. But if they don't, we get to live a turn. The fact that they're not grape shotting the bird makes me feel like we are dead. So yeah, I don't think we played poorly, but sometimes they just have it. Our game plan is to create a situation where they have to rely on their graveyard to win, and we didn't have enough actual interaction to do that, unfortunately. But they got us that time. Let's dive right back in. I do like playing against Storm though. If you have a deck that has the tools to, some decks are just stone cold to it, and that's not the best. Can't be the best feeling. It could have been correct to sideboard out the combo against that. Is this the same guy? I think it might be. I wish I was paying more attention to their name. But this hand, if it is Storm, this hand is good. If they don't have looks like it is the same guy. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you guys like Storm. So we're going. This is my nightmare. This is the exact situation I try to avoid. We're gonna get Island. Bottom undo. I think we want a top actually. Turn 2. Well, I don't think we can. If it's Storm, we can't afford to tap out. Yeah, it is definitely Storm. Oh, brother. Well, no, yeah, we have to. Because if we get to remand into Blood Moon, we could lock them out. We'll give them that. I'm really wanting to remand a... we didn't even get to. How unlucky. But now they're off blue. So we could have... I think we might have just locked them out of the game. They have to draw an island. I will definitely be leaving in Blood Moons next time. Because I didn't see a single fetch land from them either game. Yeah. So they do have outs, like Manamorphose gets them out of it pretty well. So they're not dead to Blood Moon, but it is annoying for them. I wonder what they're waiting for. Maybe they're trying to think if they should go to Blood Moon. Well, we get to show off or at least I get to attempt to prove my assertion that this deck has a good Storm matchup, despite going 0-2 last time. Opponent is deep in the tank. Ritual. Manamorphose. Do they just have it here? They can't have it with 5 cards in hand. Oh, that's good. I would have ritualed first, though. They do just have it. Wow. Yep, they have it. So they're going to get to gifts for the You're Dead package, and they have more than enough mana floating to kill us. Yeah, whenever your Storm opponent goes in the tank, You are in for a rough time, probably. So I could just concede here, but I want to just make sure that they get the pile that kills me. Because if they don't, we've got outs. This is certainly... I was planning on just recording 3 videos, but this is certainly not our last match. They're taking forever. It's pretty easy. They just need to get Past in Flames, Manamorphosed, Ritual, and basically Grape Shot. Or whatever. Like you get Gifts Ungiven again. Yeah, so we're just dead. They have enough mana to either, regardless of what I give them, they'll be able to cast Past in Flames, and then they'll have access to everything to be able to go through it again, cast another Gifts Ungiven, go through it again, get another Gifts Ungiven either in the graveyard or not. Go get the other Past in Flames. So we may not be dead the first cycle of Gifts Ungiven rituals, Past in Flames, but we will be dead eventually. So we're back at it again. Counterflux, Disdainful Stroke, negate. Blood Moon's gonna stay in this time. Maybe Search is to do nothing. Well, we definitely don't want that. Search or Jace. Maybe we'll just keep Jason. Need to get rid of 3 more cards, so could get rid of Search. Maybe we just are never able to tap out. And Keranos? So we're 100% on the combo? I guess. We really just need a good 7. If we get that good 7, we can do anything. Opponent had it, though. So they're taking their fair time, even though they just played against us. I guess we did show them Blood Moon. We didn't show them Blood Moon before. Is there anything I would want to change? Well, we didn't get the time. I would love to play first. Yep, we'll be keeping this one. Here I'm just gonna... Well... Yeah, we're gonna fetch. Oh, maybe opponents finally run into some bad hands. No, it doesn't look like it. Never lucky, rubber ducky. We're gonna Visions here. Bottom. Obviously we want that. And we don't have another way to shuffle our library, so putting one to the bottom really stinks. But I think we gotta bottom both, because we need lands or we're dead. Having a Lightning Bolt is great, especially if they don't have Peak and they don't play around it. Shock. Interesting. Yep. Having Opt here is phenomenal, because we get to hold up both Remand and Opt. Draw land. Thank you. Thank you to my whitelisted self, I guess. Thank myself. We really needed that land. We need to not miss a land until Cryptic, I think. We need to cast all of these spells on time. Not gonna fight over it. I want to slow them down, but that really doesn't do anything. Yep, we're gonna keep that. And hope to not draw any more. We're good. Okay, if opponent doesn't do anything, we're gonna snap Opt. Well, we might Exarch. Okay, we're gonna snap Opt. Finally get a clock down for the first time in all, this is the third one, all 3 matches. We do need this for Kiki. So we're going to top it. Yeah, probably should have bought him one of these lands, but we do need that. I could have led with Lighthouse, but I really want access to... Well, no, I should have led with Lighthouse, because in my head I was thinking about Bolt, Snap, Bolt, but this is not a Snapcaster Mage. Yep. Mountain. Okay, double lightning bolt's good. Blood Moon would have been great too. Well, they're not casting anything. So we're gonna remand this just to put them low on mana if they want to recast it. Doesn't look like they do though. If they do, it's great for us because then we get the bolt. Yeah, that's the only thing we can do. We'll just bolt now. Okay. I suppose I could have... Oh, dang it, we're so close. So let's play this Serum Visions, looking for a mountain. Here. Not there. Blood Moon's good. We're going to bottom... Well, are we? Blood Moon, Scalding Tarn. 2 good cards. So we're gonna top, and we're gonna hope to draw into. Hope to be able to cast Cryptic so we can draw into something. Oh, draw into so we can have access to Blood Moon on our next turn cycle. We're close, though. So we're able to Cryptic and Lightning Bolt this turn. Let's see if they shock. They do not. Yeah, so we're just gonna cast the Exarch, tapping one of their lands, and hope that they feel like that is the all systems go to gifts. Tap this one. Okay, looks like we just win. As long as they don't have remand or anything. If they have remand, we're actually in a tight spot. 4, 5. Kiki-Jiki resolves. Trying to Manamorphose into something. Okay. Well, we've made them use 2 Manamorphose at worst. And at best, we're about to win the game. 3 Manamorphose? Come on! Just concede. Yes! Your mirrors are broken. So that was good. The fact that they were cycling there makes me think they do have counterspells, even though we haven't seen them. Which means maybe we don't want to rely on this Kiki-Jiki as heavily as we are. I think we need it, though. And I think we're going to run it back. Like, we need that oops, I win. Like, anything else is just getting us, like... These are great card advantage cards. This P and Kieran, I would maybe side in for a clock. But, like, I don't... I don't think those cards are beating Storm with the amount of interaction that we have had, which is, we haven't really been drawing much of it, to be fair. These last couple of games we've had lightning bolts, so that's good. So we can lead on Steam Vents or Mountain, because we're definitely holding up Bolt. I suppose we'll lead on Mountain. It might make them more confident. Like if we shock, that's saying we have something. If we lead on Mountain, it's saying, well, we have a mountain. Could have anything. Could even have a boat. Reference. Let's see if they top or bottom. Top. Never lucky. Shock. So here we're going to shock. Because now we want them to play around something. I was planning on Serum Visioning, but we drew Opt, and Opt is great. We're just going to negate that. That's too much advantage. Here, I think we're going to hold up Remand Bolt and Opt. We could Visions, but we don't. I don't think there's any reason to. Don't need to remand that. So that was one of the cards they topped into, I'd imagine. Bottom, top, half lucky. Oh, Lance. Well, Blood Moon's really good. Stainful Stroke, good interaction. We'll keep it. Okay, here I think we're still going to hold up. Like we could tap out for Serum Visions, but we just have a lot of juicy interaction that I don't want to give up. Here I will fetch. Here I'm going to give it up. Island. Serum Visions. Let's see if they cast gifts in response. Ooh, Blood Moon. Bottom that. Top this here, negate. We're swimming in interaction now. So, I mean, they need Manamorphose. I think this is good. I think we're good to Blood Moon here. Gifting, that's fine. So we're going to give them a pile. We can't give them Manamorphose. We're going to give them a pile that hopefully forces them to let us bolt something. I don't know if that exists, though. Playing Blood Moon here could be a little bit too greedy. I think if we're not dead next turn, though, this is the best play. If we are dead next turn, holding up the mana would have allowed us to play Blood Moon on our upcoming turn, but I don't think opponent is going to cast anything into our open mana unless they're certain they can A, win the interaction, or B, just win the game by casting whatever spell it is. So by casting this Blood Moon, we're forcing the action, at least on our terms. I'm not 100% certain our terms are the best terms, but they are our terms right now. I do believe opponent wants to wait on these gifts. So they really want a mana. I think we just bin, let's see, we bin both of these, and they get to draw an island next turn, and they have Baral. So they gotta do this now. Well, maybe they're not going. I think So they're going to Noxious Revival. Yep, okay. Yep. So that says they don't have Manamorphose. So they're going to play Island. We could be dead. See what they cast. Ritual. So here we're going to bolt. They do have Manamorphose. Interesting. You know, maybe I just gave them the absolute worst pile, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so they can gifts here. I don't think they can win, though. Because we're bolting their Baral. So they're going to have 3 mana at the end of all this. But I think I should have just given them 2 islands. Maybe they have Baral already. I don't know. I think that was probably I should have thought more about that pile. Because they're going to get an island anyway, so we might as well... Well, I guess holding them off of as many islands as possible is good. So they say they can win. Which means they probably have Baral in hand. So let's just bin these 2. Oh, they had... So they're using them? Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have given them that. I think they could have won. So I give them 8, 9. So let's see here. So they need 5 for Past in Flames. So that means they're down to 3 mana. So they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then they have to gifts again. They could fizzle. Unless they have Grape Shots, and then we're just dead anyways. Grape Shot? No, they have... Obviously, they Past in Flames. So they need to cast... Yeah. We're dead. So I think I messed up with that pile. But the way that they gave me those piles made me really think that they... It was a weird pile to get. I think they had a Baral in hand, so I think they were good either way. So that being said, maybe I shouldn't have tapped out for Blood Moon. But, I don't know. That was close. It was a close decision. Let's see what we got here. Whoa, yeah, let's get in here. Alright, so this is going to be the last one. Unless it's Storm again, in which case I'm just going to concede right off the bat and we're going to get another one. I don't have too many more matches in me right now. This is okay. We need to draw lands, but we have the tools. Ooh, Affinity. Very happy with this double bolt hand now. Yep. Wish that was a land. I kept a weird one. Yep. So they probably have one more thing to cast. This is my money. Yeah. It's okay. So we're going to bolt this, because otherwise that's just going to win them the game. And draw land. Alright. Yeah. So we need a Snapcaster or something here. I have 3 cards in hand. Plating. Oh, plating's going to just kill us. I suppose it's not. I think we fetch here. We need a Snapcaster. Opt. Opt is fine. So I'm gonna let them equip their cranial plating, and then I'm going to Pestermite, untap, because we can untap, right? Yeah, okay. Pestermite, untap my red source. Let's see what they have. If they go to... Yeah, okay. Okay, we can beat this hand from Affinity. So we're going to sacrifice our Pestermite to this first one, and then we have Bolt for the next one. I suppose we don't have to, but... I like doing it this way. We get to opt now. Untap. Block. Ooh, Pillar of Flame would be good, but they have stuff that I can't interact with at sorcery speed. Alright, I mean, this stuff buys us time, but it's not great. Yep, that's a good one too. So we're going to bolt, we're going to add Exarch to the table. Untap, target permanent I control. Bolt them. And then hope we've bought enough time. Oof. We need something though. That's not something. Well, no, I think we just... It's a turn too late. So they're going to be able to attack me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if they draw a single artifact, we're dead. But if they don't draw an artifact, we get the privilege of Blood Mooning our entire mana base away to make sure we don't die to Infect next turn. Oh, they have to tap it. So, I mean, going 8 versus 9 isn't anything really. We need to draw an island here. Okay, we did. I suppose we don't need to cast Blood Moon. We could cast it next turn. Yeah, we can Exarch to tap the Ink Moth. Okay. Exarch. Blood Moon. I think we're good waiting. Could also Jace, but that's just asking to die. Because, yeah, it's literally asking to die. By doing it this way, we are tying up their mana as well. So here, we need to cast the Exarch. They're going to be able to equip at instant speed, but that's okay. We're at a healthy enough life total. Interesting. Well, I will dispel that. It's literally the only target in the main deck. The spell is 100% dead usually. They can get in 4-0 if they want. Or Signal Pest, okay. Here let's just attack for 2. And we're gonna Cryptic. Eventually we will cast Blood Moon, but not this turn. Opponent is deciding whether they want to block, but I don't think, yeah, they're just dirtling around. Whew. So let's see if they actually go for it. Because we're saying we're not dead by this. So they might not. Because it ties up basically their entire mana. I mean, I guess it really doesn't. It just ties up 2 mana for them to do this. I forget they don't have to equip. Because we let them hit us once. Tap draw. Lightning Bolt would be a great draw. Slipper Falls is alright. It means we can draw Kiki and win. Another Blood Moon. Here, I suppose we just get in for 2 again. So let's see if they activate again. Might not. But really, this really sucks for the opponent. Like, I've been in positions like this against decks like these, and you kind of you have to keep going because you might not have it. Tap draw. But it feels so bad to have to keep on attacking into open mana. Because we've messed with them now, what, 4 turns in a row? Really, actually, since Jump Street, we've messed with them with this Pestermite and the Bolt. So they have a Galvanic Blast, which means they do not have a Galvanic Blast for this Kiki-Jiki we're about to draw. So here we need to cast we need to cast Blood Moon because we're going to die to that. So, cast Blood Moon. Yeah, we have to cast Blood Moon. We can only cast Blood Moon. We can't cast Blood Moon Jace. So let's get in for 1. I mean, we're still not in all that great of a spot. Because they can get in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Edge Champions, very good draw. Need to draw Kiki. I think we're just dead here because they can equip there and get in. Nothing we can do. But we're going to try. There's Kiki. Well, at least they know to be afraid of it now. Let's see what they give us. We could have 3 Simian Spirit Guides. Technically only 2. Yeah, but that's it. They can just attack in. We can't block any of these guys. I think Blood Moon's okay. Shackles is better. Staticaster is better. Explosives is good. Beating Karen is phenomenal. Dispel is bad. Vandal Blast is great. Pyroclasm is so-so, but it's probably coming in, and so is Roast, because it's also so-so. We need all of our good. We need all the big boys out for this one. I don't think we actually want Blood Moon. So we need to get rid of 3 more cards. Search is probably too slow. Though I suppose I'll have Search over Jace, which means I probably want to get rid of Jace too. Izzet Charm is whatever. Remand is whatever too. But I think this is the only way. I think this gives us our best shot. We're lower to the ground. And we've traded out kind of medium cards for cards that are hopefully effective. Ooh, Karanos not so good there, but Anger hopefully is alright. Love a mulligan. Love a mulligan from the opponent. That'd be very nice of them. Do me a solid. Okay. Alright. Well, that's one solid. I put a card on top, though. Can't be too good. Here we're fetching... I suppose I should have just led with Island, because we do want double red. And there would have... I think there would have been a bottom both. There would have been a spot for us to cast, for us to fetch painlessly, or as painlessly as we can. Well, there's Inkmoth. Kind of was thinking the odds were against Inkmoth mattering in 2 games, but it looks like it might. So this this Anger of the Gods is a whole lot worse with Inkmoth. I would love to get a cranial plating here. We're just gonna remand. Takes them off of mana. Serum Visions. I think we are good doing that because we know what's in there. We know one of their cards they want to draw. Shackles is great. Because we have Shackles, I want both of these cards. I definitely want Exarch. It's a way for us to slow them down at minimum. And it's how we're going to win at maximum. Thoughtseize. I guess resolves. So whatever happens next turn, we can get rid of. I think they're going to take the Shackles, which sucks because that's actually the card I was most looking forward to casting. But now, and they also know about Anger, which means they're not going to be really excited to play into it, but I think they probably have to. It's actually a really bad card for them to see. Oh. That's weird. Is a charm. We can just steal this Overseer right away. Well, no, we can't. We need to wait a turn. So I suppose we can just Anger. We can Snapcaster as a charm, but I want to Snapcaster... is a charm for the Inkmoth, probably. Next turn we're shackling. So yeah, I think we're okay 1-for-1ing. Undo. Red. Let's represent the most mana we can. So maybe they have plating in hand and they just really wanted it to resolve. Wow, we just get that next turn. That's pretty cool. Oh, unless there's the rub. Well, we do get to get rid of it one way or another. So they need to get rid of our Shackles, or we get that. They need to get rid of our Snapcaster, or we get that. So I think the play here is to get rid of Shackles, because I think it's more effective against them. Snapcaster Snapcaster Anger the Gods is not really all that good for me. I just have to do it, because it's my only opportunity to get this Master of Ethereum. Yeah, if they'd taken my Anger... Oh, wow. They keep the Shackles? Do they not know how good Shackles is? About to find out. So they can tap it, but it's like... Okay. Oh, they know more than I do. So yeah, we should have, we needed to wait. That was really unfortunate. they would have been able to play around it anyways. Yeah, okay. Well played, opponent. You got me. So, oh, I need to... okay. Center yourself, Andrew. You can still get out of this. So, next turn is 5, 6, 7 damage, 8 damage. So they need, let's see, 8 damage, and I'm down to that. Okay, I think we can cast Keranos here and not die unless they have, I mean, if they have anything, we are dead. But we're dead anyways if they have anything. Oh, I can't believe I didn't see that. Ugh, that stinks. So, plating, equip. Yep, we're dead. It's unfortunate. This deck is... I mean... Look at how much... Look at our pile of removal. This is one matchup that's actually... I kind of wish I did have Electrolyze in. Electrolyze is pretty good against Affinity. They have a lot of X1s. So, yeah. This whole time, I never really got to show off Search. I still think it's a good card, but we didn't really get to do anything with it, which is unfortunate. Got to Kiki off a couple times. That was fun. And I think the sideboard... Well, I think the entire deck could use some more tuning. I don't know off the top of my head what I would want, though. I might bring back Electrolyze. I might not, though. Izzet Charm was pretty good. But yeah, that was this round of Modern Challenge Kiki-Jiki combo Twin. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry about that Alkin Shackles punt there. That cost us that game. Because we could have would have untapped Stolen for 2, and then we could have Kiki tapped and bought us a turn. We should have drawn a card, because then if we had drawn into Kiki-Jiki, we would have just won the game. So yeah, always play tight, learn from me, play tighter than me, be better than me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something at minimum. Pleasure playing for you as always, and hope to see you next time. I think we are going to run back with this deck. I'm going to put it in the lab probably tonight and tomorrow morning to see what I can't come up with. We're not going to run it again tomorrow, but it will be maybe Friday, sometime again this week. I think this was an unfortunate showing for it. I do think it's better than what we saw today. But, you know, Magic the Gathering, 2 people playing, you can lose to anything, to anyone, with anything. But yep, anyways, hope you guys had a good time. Have a good day. Poo-poo.